Good day everyone. My name is Winnie Rocha from BSHM2B and I am the leader of Group 5. I am here to discuss the fundamental principle of total quality management. So these are the lesson objectives. At the end of lesson 1, the students are expected to recognize the two views on quality, define total quality management, and analyze the case regarding the Toyota Lean management. So before we begin or we proceed to the discussion, I have here some energizer or a game para magkaroon kayo ng some ideas doon sa aking topic na i-discuss. So, hello everyone, let's play a game. This game called Guess the Word. Again, I am Winnie Rocha, your game master for today. So how to play a Guess the Word? Read the random word that will appear on your screen. Raise your hand if you want to answer. Stand when called and say the answer. So, since we are in online, this reporting through online, I suggest that you can read random words in your own and you can answer it in your own. So allow me to read the word twice, and kapag hindi nyo masyadong nagets, you can post it naman po bago lumabas yung answer. Okay? So, here's the example. Babasahin ko po yung random word. Too tall, Q-litzy, mom need H-ment. Babasahin ko ulit. Too tall, Q-litzy, mom need H-ment. So, sige, babasahin ko pa na mas mabilis para mas maintindihan nyo. Too tall, Q-litzy, mom need H-ment. So, kung ano man yung mga possible words na pwede nyong mabuo, lalo na kapag binasa nyo ng mabilis, yun po yung pwede nyong isagot regarding dun sa mga possible topics na pwedeng ilabas. So, guess the word. The answer is total quality management. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Again, you can pause po kapag hindi po masyadong naiintindihan. Word number 1. Philosophies. Again, philosophies. Guess the word. And the answer is philosophies. Nice. So, word number 2. Tri-rational value. Tri-rational value. Guess the word. The answer is traditional view. Ayan. Masyado nang nag-gets. Nakukuha na. So, word number 3. Evaluation. Evaluation. Guess the word. And the answer is evolution. Perfect. Okay, next. Word number 4. Thou you reign of knowledge. Thou you reign of knowledge. Guess the word. The answer is theory of knowledge. Yan. Nakakasunod. Word number 5. Free effect shown. Free effect shown. Guess the word. And the answer is perfection. So, ayan. Nakasagot na kayo. Alam nyo na and nagkakaroon na kayo ng idea kung ano yung mga possible topic na ituturo ko sa inyo ngayon. So, thank you for playing with me. Salamat. So, mag-proceed na tayo sa ating discussion, the overview of total quality management. Total quality is an essential aspect of business management. In fact, organizations are highly dependent on total quality. Unfortunately, attaining total quality is quite complicated as defining it. The term has various definitions. Management experts have varied definitions of what total quality management means. So, before we discuss the total quality management, allow me to explain a short explanation ng quality para mas lalo nating maintindihan. So, pag sinabi po ba nating quality, ano po ba yung unang pumapasok sa isip nyo? Kalidad. Tama po yun. Quality nga, ika nga nila. So, bilang customer, kung tayo mga consumer, mga nagpo-purchase ng product, ng services, ang hinahanap nating unang-una is yung quality. 'Di ba? Tama po ba? Quality po yung una nating hinahanap. So, kapag sinabi po nating kalidad, ito po yung pagbibigay natin or pagpo-provide natin ng value sa ating mga customer na kung saan para ma-meet natin yung expectation nila, yung mga masatisfy natin yung mga needs nila, and that is quality. So kapag sinabi po naman natin na total quality management, it is about making sure that every part of the organization contributes to high quality and continuous improvement. Dito na po pumapasok yung tuloy-tuloy na improvement sa ating business, and it involves everyone, and pinopokus nito yung processes, yung customer satisfaction, and yung paggamit ng mga data para magkaroon ng decision making para mas maging maganda, maging maayos yung takbo ng ating businesses. So kapag sinabi po nating TQM or Total Quality Management, ito po ay nag-i-starts with understanding and meeting customer needs and expectation. Kagaya ng sabi ko kanina, kapag nakikita mo yung customer mo na masaya, nakikita mo yung reaction sa mga mukha nila, ibig sabihin nun, nagre-reflect kung gaano nagiging excellence or nagiging successful ang business mo. Kasi nakikita mo sa mga mukha ng mga customer mo na satisfy sila sa ibinibigay mong product or services sa kanila. And every employee from top management sa mga top leader, CEO, hanggang sa frontline workers, sa mga employees, kapag lahat yan ay committed at merong tinatawag ng good teamwork, lahat po yan ay possible na magkaroon ng mas magandang improvements sa lahat ng areas ng pagiging successful ng business mo. So again, from top management hanggang kay frontline workers, dapat nagwo-work together. Kasi kapag si frontline workers lang ang kilos ng kilos, wala din mangyayari. Kapag si top management lang din, wala din mangyayari. So kailangan dito ng good teamwork para ma-achieve natin yung quality na kailangan natin sa business natin na inihingi or ina-expect ni customer sa atin. So, let's proceed to the next slide. So, according naman kay David Gowitz, so correct me if I'm wrong sa pronunciation ng kanyang pangalan, and kay Stanley Davis naman noong 2010, claim that there are several factors to be considered in defining total quality. So, the most essential elements of quality are service, response time, preparation of the product, atmosphere of the place, and price. So, balikan natin yung unang-una na essential elements ng quality. Sabi nung dalawa, yung service. So, sabi doon, kapag sinabi kasi nating service, ito po yung quality ng serbisyo natin na pinoprovide natin sa customer natin. Yung mga serbisyo na ibinibigay natin. So, kapag sinabi naman po nating response time, ito naman yung pagre-response natin, or it is how quickly the service or product delivered. Paano natin na i-delivered ng mas mabilis. Yan po ang response time. So, kapag sinabi po nating product preparation, ito po yung pag-prepare natin sa product natin, yung pangangalaga natin, and yung pagbibigay natin kahit na small details doon sa ating product, kung paano natin siya mas may improve, may innovate pa para mas lalong magustuhan ng customer, or parang hindi sila manawa. So, atmosphere of the place. Kapag sinabi po nating atmosphere, ito po yung environment where the service or product is provided. And also, yung price, it is the cost of the product or services. Mga nagastos natin, mga expenses natin doon sa isang produkto. So, in addition, Anshar Amran also explains that quality is delighting the customer by fully meeting their needs and expectations. Consequently, there are many aspects in customer satisfaction that should be considered, particularly performance, appearance, availability, delivery, reliability, maintainability, cost effectiveness, and price. So again, meron daw pong kino-considered. So, ang unang-una ay performance. Yung performance po, it is how well the product or services works. Yan, kung paano po ito gumagana, tumatakbo, or parang paano napaparating natin, nagagamit ng customer ng ayos. And also the appearance. Yan, alam naman natin pag sinabi natin appearance, unang pumapasok sa isip natin yung physical na anyo. And dito, kapag pag nirelate po natin siya sa business, ang appearance po, it is how the product or service looks. Yan, yung image na po ng ating products or service. So, availability, ito naman po yung how easily the product or service can be obtained. And also the delivery, ayan, alam din natin yan, delivery, kung paano mas mabilis at mas efficient yung product or service natin kapag i-deliver natin kay customer. And reliability, yan, it is how dependable the product or service is over time. Tsaka yung maintainability, it is how easy, or kung paano natin ma-maintain, masusustain ang ating produkto. Kumbaga, dapat mas easy yung pag-maintain natin para maayos ang isang produkto, or masusustain natin yung quality para hindi tayo nababawasan or ng customer, or parang nalulugi, kasi dyan nagsisimula kung bakit parang hindi nagiging loyal yung customer natin, dahil lang nga din sa poor quality ng ating products or services. And cost effectiveness, ito naman po kung pumapasok kung mapa-servisyo or mapa-product is worth sa price na binabayad natin. That is cost effectiveness. And also the price, again, nabanggit ko din po yung price according kanila David Gowitz and Stanley Davis, na yung cost ng product or services nila, that is the cost. So again, dito din kay Anshar Amran, ang price din po is ito din po yung cost ng product or service in relation to its value. Yun din po yung meaning nun. So, let's proceed to the next slide. So, the two views of quality. So, there are many perspectives defining the key term of the field, which is quality. However, most studies that pertain to quality management define quality based on the following criteria. So, when talking about quality or quality management po, marami daw pong ways para ma-define natin ito or mas maraming perspective. So, meron pong 9 na dinidefine yung quality na yon according doon sa 9 na yon. So, unang-una po is perfection. Perfection is making sure that products or services ay walang flaws. Diba? Mas gusto natin na yung isang product ay perfect or merong perfect sa paningin natin as consumer. And also, syempre sa pagpo-provide din sa manufacturer din, dapat doon pa lang perfect na yung kanilang nire-release para pagdating kay customer, wow na wow, satisfy na satisfy sila. And also, para malaman natin quality na quality is also the consistency. Halimbawa, bibili ka ng isang pagkain and unang bili mo pa lang na-satisfy ka na. Yung expectation mo na meet nila. Talagang, uy, ang sarap ng food na to, gusto ko ulit balik-balikan. And then, doon na pumapasok yung loyalty ng customer. Bibili at bibili sila. And then the second purchase nila, pagtikim nila sa food mo, which is nagustuhan nila ng una, parang may kakaiba na parang, ay ano ba yan, parang nung una, parang tama lang yung timpla, ngayon parang napaalat. So, ibig sabihin lang nun, hindi mo na maintain yung consistency. So, that's why we need to maintain the consistency para para ma-ensure natin na yung product or services natin is always the same high quality, para hindi tayo kumbaga atras abante ng customer. Kumbaga yun yung need, consistency. Ikaw ba gusto mo bumili ng isang food or any products na kung saan nagustuhan mo, and then the second purchase or ilang beses ka nag-purchase, hindi mo na nagustuhan. So that's why we need the consistency. And also eliminating waste. Ayan. Sa eliminating waste, these are the reducing any unnecessary materials. Yung time, tsaka yung effort natin. Sino ba namang gusto na mag-aksaya ng mga oras, ng effort, tsaka ng mga materials na binili mo kung hindi mo lang din naman ma-obtain ang isang quality, diba? So, dapat maiwasan natin yung pag-aaksaya ng mga bagay-bagay na hindi naman natin kailangan. So, number 4 is yung speed delivery. Again and again, and sinabi ko na kanina to, uulitin lang natin. Ito yung pag-provide ng products or services ng mas mabilis. And compliance with policies and procedures. Ito yung pagpa-follow ng lahat ng rules and guidelines. Ayan, bakit? Sige, may tanong ako. Bakit kailangan natin i-follow yung rules and guidelines? Para ano? Una, para hindi maging magulo. Kaya nga tayo may sinasabi, tinatawag na guidelines, para hindi tayo ang tawag niyan, ma-distract or alam natin yung gagawin natin. And yung mga rules also, para hindi tayo yung, ay ano yan, nakalimutan ko anong gagawin, paano ba to? And you as, kunyari, as a staff, employee, or isa kang top managers, dapat alam mo yung rules mo and also the guidelines. Actually, ganito, yung mga top managers, mga top leaders, CEO, and itinuro lang to sa amin ni Ma'am Ontalan, na yung rules po is nagsisimula po yung rules or parang tawag nito, parang what you call this, parang yung nanggagaling sa mga top managers, yung rules, sila yung nag-i-implement, yun yung word na hinahanap ko, nag-i-implement. And then yung guidelines, yung rules na yun or yung guidelines, sila workers, staffs, the employees, the frontlines employees, sila na po yung nagfa-follow, nag-o-obey ng in-implement ng mga top managers. So kapag yun po nagkasunod-sunod at tama, mas maganda po yung flow ng ating organization or ng ating business at hindi po tayo nalilito. Alam po natin yung pasikot-sikot. So, ayun, additional information lang. And then, providing a good and usable product. So, making something that works well and it is useful. Sino ba namang magpo-provide ng isang products na kung saan hindi mo naman din magagamit at hindi naman useful, diba? So, number 7 is delighting or pleasing customer. So, making sure customer are happy and satisfied sa ating pinrovide na products and services. Total customer service and satisfaction. So, offering excellent service and meeting all customer needs. Yan. Paulit-ulit ko ito sinasabi kanina. Yung mamimit natin yung mga needs nila and ma-provide natin yung excellent na service. Sino ba naman gusto na mag-provide ng poor service, diba, sa kanila? Syempre wala. Kapag nag-provide ka ng poor service, ano mangyayari sa business mo? Diba? Hindi siya magiging successful. And last but not the least, doing it right the first time. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? In the first place pa lang, gagawin mo na yung tama. Kumbaga, parang, yun, ina-avoid natin yung mistake. Avoiding mistakes and getting things right from the start. Una pa lang, gawin na nating tama para ma-avoid natin yung mga mistakes. Sino ba naman yung gusto na parang gawa ng gawa tapos hindi na perfect, puro mali na yung ating mali-mali na yung ating nagagawa, hindi na perfect. Kumbaga, ganon. And then, those 9 is parang the perspective or parang definitions, other definitions para ma-define natin ang isang quality. The perfection, consistency, eliminating waste, speed delivery, compliance with policies and procedures, providing a good and usable product, delighting or pleasing customer, total customer service and satisfaction, and doing it right the first time. So ayun, sana nasusundan po natin. Again, kung may hindi po kayo naiintindihan, you can play the video po or you can pause and play again the video kung medyo nalilito pa po kayo. And I hope sa aking simple explanation is mas lalo po kayong may nakukuha po kayo at least a small understanding. So let's proceed to the next slide. As the field of TQM or the Total Quality Management gradually develop over time, two perspectives about quality have emerged. So, si David Goetz and si Stanley Davis noong 2010 explained that there are two views on quality. So, yung traditional view daw po, tsaka yung total quality perspective. So, the traditional view on quality generally focus on short-term output, while the quality concentrates on long-term improvement in the organization. So in summary, the distinctions between the two are presented in the table below. So ito, ipapakita ko sa inyo para mas lalo nyo maintindihan yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa. Yung pagpapakita ng short-term ni traditional view and yung long-term ni total quality perspective. So ito yon. Para yun, i-post nyo kung gusto nyo pong mabasa. So, kay traditional view po, yung productivity and quality can't be achieved together. Hindi po pwedeng ma-achieve together yon. While sa total quality perspective naman, yung long-term productivity can be achieved by improving quality. So, pwede pong ma-achieve doon sa total quality perspective. And sa traditional view, mas nagpo-focus ma-meet ng customer yung specification quickly. Again, specifications lang po ang nami-meet ng customer. Pero dito po sa total quality perspective, focuses on exceeding customer expectation. So, nakikita nyo yung differences. And then, sa traditional view, uses quantifiable of measurements or standards para ma-measure nila yung quality. Gumagamit sila ng standards. So, pagdating po kay total quality perspective, uses continuous improvements and new benchmarks. Yan. So, patuloy yung pag-i-innovate ng mga products para mas lalo na ma-improve natin yung ating business. And patuloy lang yun ng patuloy, okay? Continuous lang ng continuous. And in traditional view, defects are expected in the production process. Diba yung mga defects or yung mga, pag sinabi mo kasing defects, ito yung mga parang produkto na hindi na-reach yung standard ng company natin. Halimbawa, gumagawa tayo ng isang sasakyan, and then yung isang sasakyan na yun ay may defects. Ibig sabihin, hindi niya lang na-reach yung standard kaya nagkaroon ng defects. So, ibig sabihin parang in short, para siyang reject na item, products, or service. Ganun. So, sa total quality perspective naman, defects can be reduced or eliminated with proper techniques. So, dito pwede po natin maiwasan or magawa ng paraan with the proper techniques po. So, lahat may paraan po. And dito naman sa traditional view, yung quality is treated separately from other processes. Poor quality is blamed on workers. Ayan, yung poor quality daw ay biniblame na sa mga workers, sa mga frontline workers, sa mga staffs. Doon isinisisi. So, in opposite doon kay traditional view, pagdating kay total quality perspective, ang quality daw po is the responsibility of all stakeholders. Lahat na po ay responsibility yon. So, poor quality naman is biniblame or sinisisi sa management, sa pinagmulan pa lang, hindi po kay workers. And that's the differences between the two perspective. Again, the two perspective is yung traditional view tsaka yung total quality perspective. So, in summary dito sa table na aking ginawa is yung traditional view daw po is mas nagpo-focus sa short-term results. Yan, mapapansin nyo naman parang napaka iksi or limited lang yung kanyang gustong ma-achieve. Pero dito sa while total quality perspective, mas nagpo-focus sa longer term improvement and ini-aim niya yung mga exceed customer expectations and para ma-achieve niya yung both quality and productivity through continuous improvement. Kumbaga parang patuloy na pag-i-improve ng isang business, ng ating products and services. So next, accordingly, the total quality perspective is the more accepted view of quality on the contemporary period. Managers nowadays are no longer concentrated on quantity and one dimension of quality. Top executives have realized that quality is multi-dimensional approach. One has to look into the various dimensions that will make the products and services of high quality. So the total quality perspective is now the preferred approach. Bakit? Kasi kinukonsider nito yung all aspect ng isang kalidad or quality. Ito na po yung pinaka-prefer ng mga karamihan sa most businesses ngayon, yung long-term na pagkakaroon ng improvement, and that is the total quality perspective. So, managers recognize that para makapag-produce ng high-quality products and services, is mas kailangan nila mag-focus on multiple factors and para maganda yung takbo ng kanilang organization and also the business. And let's proceed to the next, total quality management. As presented previously, total quality is a holistic approach in organization. It has to be managed properly. That is why the field is called total quality management. Moreover, products, services, people, processes, and environments are the essential elements of the total quality. If total quality refers to the value that the organization gives to the customer, total quality is the holistic approach in attaining excellence, as mentioned. As mentioned, total quality is achieved if all the critical elements have superior value. So in this slide, ang sinasabi dito is yung total quality involves managing everything in any organization para makapag-provide tayo ng best value sa ating mga customer. And it's about achieving excellence sa ating products, sa mga services, sa mga tao, and sa pagpaprocess and environments to ensure complete customer satisfaction. For example, if a restaurant has excellent food, pero yung poor naman yung kanilang services pagdating sa mga waiters, it hasn't achieved total quality. Hindi natin pwedeng tawagin yun na total quality. Kasi doon pa lang, meron ng palpak na nangyari. Pag sinabi nga natin quality, diba? Sabi ko, ito ay perfections, ito po ay consistency, nai-eliminate yung waste, speed yung kanilang delivery, and kung doon pa lang, kay waiter pa lang, hindi na speed yung delivery, yung services nila is poor na, and ang dami pang problems regarding sa kanilang products and services, hindi na natin pwedeng matawag yon na total quality. Hindi na siya kalidad, okay? And to reach total quality, an organization must ensure all aspects are of high quality. Para, bakit kailangan natin ma-ensure na sa lahat ng aspect ay high quality? Para ma-full natin yung satisfaction ng ating customer. Okay, nagigets po ba? And that example is pinrovide ni Gowitz and Davis noong 2010 na kapag merong palpak, kahit ng isa doon pa lang sa ating pinrovide na business is hindi na siya pwedeng ma-attain na total quality. Kasi lagi po nating tatandaan na ang quality po, ito po ay perfection. Walang flaws. And naiiwasan or na-avoid yung pagkakamali. So kung atin pong babalikan yung sinasabi ko kanina na mga other perspective para ma-define yung quality, mas magigets po natin kung ano po yung hinihingi nilang or sinasabing total quality or yung mga elements para masabing kalidad ang isang serbisyo at produkto ay doon pa lamang sa manufacturer kung saan pa lang nagsimula, sa mga product preparation pa lang, sa environment kung saan provide yung services, sa presyo pa lang, sa pag-response pa lang, sa delivery pa lang, and sa mga production pa lang is high quality na. Doon po natin pwedeng sabihin na in all areas pwede na nating sabihin na quality talaga. Okay? So next is accordingly, the impact of total quality is crucial in domestic and global operations of businesses, organization nowadays, and that is correct. Yan po talaga yung pinaka-importante sa isang business organization. Aminin po natin, bakit? Kapag wala hong quality, hindi po kalidad ang pinoprovide nating serbisyo, produkto sa ating customer, sino po ang bibili? Sino po ang magpo-purchase? Sino po ang may willing na magbigay o mag-aksaya ng pera at oras sa iyong produkto kung hindi po ito quality? Diba? So, as the competition in the global environment is getting stiffer, businesses have to raise their bar of excellence to attain profits totoo po yun. Parang yung mga businesses or organization is nagkakaroon nga ng kumbaga parang puhunan talaga nila, dugot pawis para lang magkaroon ng profits. Talagang binibigay nila yung time and effort nila para makapag-innovate pa ng panibagong products para mas lalo pang magustuhan ng mga customer at hindi sila manawa. So yung total quality talaga is napaka-importante sa isang business para ito ay maging successful, whether it's locally or globally. And sa increasing competition naman sa global market, para magkaroon ng profit or to make money, ang businesses po ay mas nagpo-focus sa pagpo-provide ng excellence ng mga quality or providing excellence quality sa lahat ng aspeto ng kanilang mga operations. And that means always working on new ideas. Ito po yung mga continuous innovation na sinasabi ko kanina, and pag-offer ng mga great services and making sure production is efficient talaga. This would suggest that management experts have no time to relax when it comes to continuously innovating the products, providing world-class services, and an efficient processes of production. So, sabihin na natin na meron akong mataas na position sa isang company na nagpo-provide ng mga produkto or services. Sinasabi po dito na if you want to make money or more profits, you don't have time to relax na. Bakit? Kasi pinopokus mo na lahat ng efforts mo, ng time mo, and also yung money mo na namumuhunan ka pinopokus mo doon para mas mag-innovate ka pa ng mga new product. Mag-i-innovate ka pa ng mga new products, and kumbaga parang mag-i-improve mo pa siya lalo. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-stick dun lang sa iisang product lang, kasi mananawa talaga ang mga tao. And halimbawa, bibigyan ko kayo ng idea. Ang isang pagkain, kapag nanawa ang mga customer para balik-balikan ka, or parang i-apply ko lang dito yung continuously innovating para maitry naman ng panibagong customer and ma-recommend nila without promoting. Hindi mo kailangan i-promote. Nagtinda ka lang, binili naman ng customer, and kapag nagustuhan nila, nasatisfy sila mismo as consumer ang magre-recommend, magre-refer, or para magsasuggest, magpo-promote, mag-a-advertise sa mga friends nila, sa mga kakilala nila na yung product ni ganito ang sarap, o yung services nila, yung hotel nila ang ganda, yung accommodation nila grabe, yung facilities nila, yung establishment very it's 11 out of 10 like that. So, ibig sabihin lang po nun, patuloy lang po natin na i-develop pa ang ating produkto. Hindi lang po tayo doon at doon lang din. And also, mag-explore pa tayo ng mga panibagong ideas to work with our employees. And that's all my part of reporting. And I hope na kahit papano marami kayong naintindihan, and for marami pang masyadong hindi kayo nagigets, pwede nyo lang ulitin at ulitin. Again, I am Winnie Rocha from BSHM2B, the leader of the Group 5. That's all, and thank you po.